So I thought what I might do is give you a little bit of a tour of the outside of the home, because when you're building a home, there's a little bit of expectations versus reality, right? So when you're building a home, you move in, it's this beautiful brand new home, but when I tell you it is a blank canvas, I mean it is a blank canvas. There is no landscaping, there is no nothing. So I thought if I was going to show you around a little bit and maybe explain to you what the future vision is for the garden as we start getting that done, because we're already starting to get some stuff done at the back and I really want to show you on that journey. All right, so let's start with front yard. As you can see, absolutely nothing here. It is dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. All right, with the last of a new development. Same with the other side. Dirt. All right, so if you're going to work with me a little bit here and sort of envision what we think that we're going to do here, this is the front part of the yard. So we're going to have a little bit of grass out the front, so a bit of grass just back here, and then along here where you can see where that the spoon pipe is just there, and up to here, up to the front of the house, we're going to put in some beautiful stepping stones. So probably rectangular ones. I think we've decided to come up to the house, so you've got a nice leadway up to the house, and there is going to be some roses here. Spoiler! Alright, so this bit here, so towards the side, as you can see, we've got no fences in yet either, so they're the next to go in as fences. But just along here, as you can see, all down here, what we're going to do is we are actually going to be rubbling that to extend this to be almost like a secondary driveway, so we can put maybe a future boat one day. That's sort of the idea. Alright, another bit to envision. Wow, so we have an alfresco area here, and then all behind me is what is going to be our backyard. And at the moment we have this big beautiful pile of dirt. How fabulous! So as you can see, we've had to pop in like a little miniature puppy gate for now, just so that Bodhi's got somewhere to go out to the bathroom until our fences go in. But what that is underneath our alfresco. So if you envision this with me, we're actually going to have decking under here. So there's going to be decking that comes out from that alfresco, from the door. So it'll look all amazing, and it'll come out all out here, and it'll actually come all the way to here, to the edge of the wall of the home. So then that way, so we've got a nice big deck, a nice big outdoor entertaining area, part in shade, part not, which will be absolutely amazing, and we're so excited for it. And I can just see myself sitting out here, especially to watch sunrises. So from the deck, what's really good is that the sunrise actually rises just over there. So we're going to get that perfect view, which I love, as well as all the tops of the hills and everything. So excited. So now then you have to envision here, plus where our pile of dirt is, this is actually all going to be leveled out. And again, obviously fence along here, fence along up back there as well. Now this is going to be grass. This is what we're really excited about. So we're going to have beautiful grass out here, one so Bodhi can run around on, but more so that Connor can play soccer on. Now what you'll notice behind me as well is that some work has actually already started along here. So what's happening here, so we are reliant on rainwater. So this is one of the things I love about being self-sufficient as well, is because we have rainwater. Not so great at the moment because we are in a little bit of a drought. We do have what we call recycled water as well, but that is for the hoses for the garden, so that'll be able to be maintained, which is fantastic, and as well for the toilets to flush. But otherwise it is all rainwater. So we have 2 of these. These are like about 25,000 litre tanks. So we have I think 22,500. So we have a fair bit of water. We obviously had to buy water to fill them up, well, initially anyway, so because we've moved in and it's just come off the end of summer, and we're just heading into autumn, and one of the driest summers that we've actually seen as well. But what you can see, we've got these little I-beams at the moment. So we have a trade. He's amazing. He's helping us out here. We're actually putting it as a little retaining wall that comes in, so it's just going to hold this all in together. And that retaining wall, as you can see, it goes from here. Unfortunately, we didn't quite want it to go out that far. We actually only wanted it to come about here. But the developers, and you know anything about developers, are so dodgy at the best of times that they did a botch job on that retaining wall of actually not filling it in. So we can't actually dig out, otherwise we'll compromise our neighbour's foundation, so can't do that. So anyway, it's a little bigger than what we thought, but this will be a little mini retaining wall. So we're just going to decide what we're going to pop in here, because it could be a shed, or it could be a spa, it could be something we don't know yet. but that's just going to be a watch this space for a bit of future planning. Now, as I said, retaining wall comes along all along here and in here, and initially what we were going to do in here is put a garden shed in this little particular area here. So a little greenhouse off the side of it for me so that I can do, you know, potter around with my plants. So part of this slow living stuff is also about being sustainable and yeah, so having a little greenhouse, if you will, a little potting shed so that I can work with my plants, I can grow things and seedlings and stuff like that, I can dry herbs, all that sort of stuff. So very excited about that. Between here and what will be the new little mini retaining or dwarf retaining wall, that'll just be grass as well. So a nice little grass strip from the back door, which will be beautiful. Now our boundary actually goes, I'm going to zoom in so you can see where that little white stick with the pink flag, that is actually where the boundary of our home goes to. So we've got like a big corner up there, and all this retaining as well, which all goes down the side of the house, which I'll show you shortly. So up in that corner, something that we're actually thinking of doing, we're thinking of getting steps installed here so that you can walk up the stairs up into this corner so that you still have full access there. And something that we're actually looking and thinking about doing is we want a fire pit, and like a fire pit area where you can, you know, go and relax and chill out. And if we put it somewhere up there, we actually then get this incredible view over there, which is over the tanks, over everything. That would be unimpeded view, which would just be absolutely stunning. So watch this space. And because we want to do that as well, I'm just going back here, is that it means that we may not do the shed here, we may do the idea that, you know, we're talking 5 to 7 years was a spa and a sauna, so that might end up going here with the shed on the other side, or we might do shed and potting shed, whatever, we might change it around yet, who knows. This is the whole fun of having this blank space though. But then we could have like a wellness sort of area here. Right, so obviously a fence will be going up there, but we have a good about 3 or 4 meters, I think, from this top retaining wall. That'll go all the way down the side. So as you can see, it gets quite a lot of sunlight up here. So what we'll be doing, oh gosh, that's bad filming. What's going to be going up here is fruit trees. So I want to be completely self-sustainable. So we'll never quite be completely self-sustainable because we live in the country. You know, this is still an urban area, you know, this is why I say that we do urban homesteading, because this is an 850 square meter block. But yeah, like, it's just still huge and a lot of room to move, which is fantastic. So, but up the top I want to do fruit trees, and so I'll be picking the fruit trees of the fruit that we eat the most. Again, like I said, self-sustainable, self-sufficient, and having to rely less. That means buying less groceries, all that sort of stuff. So I can envision probably an apple tree, there'll be a peach tree, lemon, lime, probably some nectarines or something along those sort of lines. So really, really exciting about that. Now, as you can see, this area is a little bit shadier, but we have this lower level retaining. So this lower level retaining, what I'm planning on putting in here, because it is quite shaded, it only gets part shade throughout the day though, so it does have quite a bit of shade at different points of the day, but this point onwards it's a bit darker. So I really want to pop some hydrangeas in here. Again, if I'm growing my own cut flowers, then what that means is I don't have to buy flowers to go in the home, and it's something that we've grown ourselves, so I can't wait. Now this end here, because we are going to be having, there'll be a gate that comes across just here. So on the other side of the gate, what will be happening here and around this corner of the lower level of the retaining through to that end there is a rose garden. All right, so there's going to be roses, 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 because I love roses. Roses absolutely are my favorite flowers, so I just want to be surrounded by them, so I'm really excited about that. So it's going to be all roses here, and I'll do a combination of sort of standard roses, so you know, the taller ones, and then the ones in the bushes as well, and I may put some lavender or something in there as well. So just, yeah, you know, I can envision it. Don't know if you guys can, but I can't wait to show you once it's done. Then as you can see here, so we just have this little nook area too, and it's got paving all the way down, which I love. And the view wise, so what I'm thinking is that I feel like I want to pop something here, as in some sort of a chair, or potentially it could be even just here along the wall if I want to go for something bigger. But I want some sort of really cozy chair so that I can sit here and watch the sunset, because the sunset's just out here outside of our bedroom window. It is absolutely incredible. Again, envision the view. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment because this is construction all around, but just out there we get this absolutely stunning view, and what happens is it's where the sunset is as well, so we just want to be able to capture that and have somewhere where I can sit out that's relaxing and nice. So you've had the block of land tour of all the dirt that is here. I can't wait to show you what it ends up looking like once it's all done. But I just wanted to share with you the vision and what we're thinking out here as well. Have a great day. See you in the next video.